Rocky Turf Talk is brought to you by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group.
Hello punters and welcome to the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group Rocky Turf Talk for Callaghan Park Racing Friday, April 24. Mick Dittman is regarded as one of the greatest riders Australia's ever produced. Born and bred here in the beef capital, he was recently back in Rockhampton to catch up with family and friends and special guest of the opening of Cocoa Brew Riverfront. We thought it was fitting to catch up with the man they call the Enforcer, Leonard Ross Dittman. Mick, born here in Rockhampton in 1952, but you spent your early years growing up west of Rockhampton in the railway town of Westwood. What were those early days like growing up out there?
They were good. It was tough, but I went there when I was about 8 years old, I suppose, but they were good. They were good times.
That's where you learnt to ride?
Yes, mainly ponies, but I did get on a few racehorses through the publican there. He had some horses there, so yeah, that was good.
Your riding skills took you to the Glitter Strip, the Gold Coast, where you started your jockey's apprenticeship.
Yes, I was with a guy called Bill Craft. Did about 5 years there with him. They were tough years.
Instant success as a senior rider, you won 5 Brisbane premierships, which was no easy feat because it was pretty strong, the Brisbane jockeys' rim in those days.
True, but I had a lot of support, a lot of good trainers at the time, and I was very light, so that helped me a lot.
You lured then to the harbour city of Sydney. You teamed up with the late great Tommy Smith and you won 3 Sydney premierships.
Yeah, well, those are some of the best times of my life, of my career anyway. Like Tommy was a great trainer. I rode a lot of Group 1 winners for him.
You're the one of 8 jockeys to complete the Grand Slam of Australian racing, the Golden Slipper, Cox Plate, Caulfield Cup and Melbourne Cup. You joined the likes of Neville Selwood, Roy Higgins, Pat Hyland, Shane Dye, Jim Cassidy, Craig Williams, the GOAT Damien Oliver and yourself.
A decent bunch of riders.
Let's talk about those Grand Slams. The Golden Slipper, you rode 3 Golden Slipper winners, 1981 Full on Aces, 1986 Bounding Away, and then again in 1993 on Bint Masquet.
Yeah, I was a bit unlucky on a few too. It could have been 5 or 6, but look, I think they're all different 2-year-olds. You know, Bounding Away was a front runner, tough, and Full on Aces, he got back in his races and he had to have a bit of luck, but they're all different.
2 Cox Plates on 3-year-olds, 1993, the Great Queenslander Strawberry Road, the next year 1994 on the Champion Red Anchor.
Yes, they're 2 very, very good horses. 2 of the best horses I've rode, I think.
Caulfield Cup success came your way in 1990 with Citizen.
Yeah, tough old campaigner. He was, I won a tankard on him too in Sydney, but he put together a lot of good wins.
Previous to that, the Melbourne Cup, the big one in 1982 on Gurner's Lane, but you defeated one of the punters' favourites in Kingston Town.
Yeah, I was a bit lucky because I had drawn pretty much outside alley and he got a long way back, but he got every run on the book. I went round 1 horse in the whole race, beat him a neck, so pretty lucky day for me.
In all, you rode over 1,700 winners, 88 at Group 1 level. In 2002, you're inducted in the Australian Racing Hall of Fame. In 2019, you're inducted into the Queensland Sporting Hall of Fame, the only second jockey to do that. The first was George Moore. You joined the likes of Kathy Freeman, Karen Perkins, Greg Norman and Wally Lewis.
Wow. Yes, I'm a very proud man.
It's been a stellar career. Any regrets?
No regrets whatsoever.
Mick, we could talk all day and half the night. It's been an absolute honour and thanks for joining us on RTT today.
Well, thank you, it's a pleasure.
The Brisbane Airport Hotels Group includes the Pullman, Novotel and Ibis Brisbane Airport Hotels, plus the Brisbane Airport Conference Centre. The Pullman and Ibis are an easy 5-minute walk from the domestic terminal, with the conference centre conveniently located between them. The Pullman offers an outdoor pool, executive lounge and apron bar and restaurant, while the Ibis features the relaxed Crib Island Beach Club. Nearby, in the Skygate precinct, the Novotel offers 4.5-star accommodation, conference facilities and the Catalina Bar and Restaurant. Experience the convenience of staying, dining and meeting right at the Brisbane Airport. Book now.
Selections race 1, the cutest 2-year-old handicap over 1200 metres. Hero Like horse number 3 in Sport. He comes up a very good third last start behind Sciala. Back against his own age here. I do think he'll break through for his maiden win, and Raus Oliveira does the riding for the Jason Morgan stable with Sport. Danger number 7, Formal Affair. Third best 2, The Barber. 372, numbers race 1. Then to race 2, the maiden handicap over 1050 metres. Hero Like horse number 4 in Cryoseisms. Well, he's a former Victorian. I do think he'll win at his Queensland debut, and Saville does the riding for the Vale Yard with Cryoseisms. Second selection number 6, Bonnie Bouquet. Third selection 3, Bodine. 463, numbers race 2. Then to race 3, the cutest 3-year-old handicap for 1400 metres. Hero Like horse number 2 and Better Luck Next Time. A Sunny Coast visitor. He's had the 2 runs back from a break to prep up for this. I don't think they'll return to the winner's stall here, and Holt does the riding for the Birchley stable with Better Luck Next Time. Danger number 1, Sarah KL. Third best 5, Sciala. 215, numbers race 3. Then to race 4, this starts the quaddie, the benchmark 60 handicap over the mile. Hero Like horse number 3 in Smart Mission. He looked good winning first up from a break. He comes up a very good second last start. Don't think he'll appreciate the step up to the 1600 metres, and I do think he'll be winning, and Cormac reunites at the Taylor Yard with Smart Mission. Second selection number 6, Bowl Blaze. Third selection 5, Replace the Ace. 365, numbers race 4. Then to race 5, the benchmark 58 handicap over 1050 metres. Hero Like horse number 5 and Never Enough Lego. He's a last start winner at the track and the trip. I do think he'll make it 2 on the bounce, and Cartwright and Taylor are in the corner of Never Enough Lego. Danger number 3, Blitz Water. Third best 6, 10 Carat Lucy. 536, numbers race 5. Then to race 6, the benchmark 72 handicap over 1050 metres. Hero Like horse number 5 in Universal Harmony. He's a smart sprinter, this fellow, on resumption, but his fresh record is good. I do think he'll be winning, and Chris MacGyver does the riding for the Jamie McConaughey stable with Universal Harmony. Second selection number 3, Sailor's Rum. Third selection 1, King Spirit. 531, numbers race 6. Then to the closer, race number 7, the benchmark 70 handicap over 1300 metres. Hero Like another visitor from the Sunshine Coast in the way of 4, Warner. He's first up from a break, but his fresh record is good. He's had the benefit of a recent barrier trial. I do think he'll be winning, and Teeny does the riding for the Kendrick Yard with Warner. Danger number 8, Ricky the Steamboat. Third best 7, Determination. 487, numbers race 7. Best bet on the program comes up in race 4, horse number 3 in Smart Mission. Good luck, good punning, and I'll catch you at the track on Friday.
Rocky Turf Talk is brought to you by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group.